thing is, not everything is Maddie's fault. Well, it wasn't exactly her fault, so we're just trying to help over a lot of stuff. So we just want to know why I put Matthew's FaceTime photos on Facebook. She just want to know why I put it on there in the first place. She wanted to keep Matthew's FaceTime photos in private. She did tell me in a nice way. So I got mad at her very easily with it. There was no need for me to get mad at Maddie. She was just trying to be helpful. But I didn't. She was just kind of worried about the naked pictures. That's all. I shouldn't have gave the naked pictures to Matthew in the first place. I kind of forced him into it with the whole nakedness stuff. I convinced him to keep them. So it was my idea for him to keep my naked pictures. Next, I should ask him to erase it. And I should have never asked Matthew to keep my naked pictures. I should have told him to delete them off his phone, and I could have told him to erase them off. So it wasn't exactly Maddie's fault. It wasn't. And Maddie was just telling me what's right and what's wrong. That's all she was doing. And I know why she dragged my mother into this in the first place. And I know why she did. Because I know why she was made into a complaint. I know why she did. Because I was sending videos of me dancing without any clothes, and I was taking my underwear off and flinging it. You know, I know why she was kind of worried. It was about my breasts. That's why Maddie didn't want Matthew to see my breasts. That's why she was complaining about, was my breast. But she did warn me not to get undressed on FaceTime, and I had to. So it doesn't give me the right to call her a tattletale. So we're just trying to look out after me with that. Yeah, I was kind of a little haywire with the whole nakedness stuff. I went ballistic about the naked pictures. Next, I should have thought about that. I should have kept that between me and my mother, and I didn't do that. I was hiding it from my mother. I think that's how Maddie found out. Because I know she didn't mean to tell my mother anything about it. So it was an accident. So it's okay. I'm not going to get mad at Maddie for it. Not going to get, I blame her for any of that. So maybe I should give Maddie some credit with that. So maybe I should. I'm the one that started this whole thing from the start. It was me is the one that got Matthew in trouble with that. I shouldn't have begged him to keep my naked pictures. I should have kept that to myself. Well, Maddie was right the whole time. She was. I didn't mean to show it. I wasn't going to show it to her. I just was going to show it to Matthew. That's all. The reason why I gave it to him is because I just wanted to keep them. So for our anniversary gift, that's why I gave it to him. for a reason. That's why. I didn't know it bothered Maddie. I didn't know she saw if she saw him or not. I was afraid Maddie might yell at my boyfriend for it. I don't want Maddie to yell at him for it. So me, that's what started it. It was all the nakedness that were doing me, and that's what caused the problem between me and Matthew. So it's not just Maddie is telling him, I'm telling him too. And my mother is right. I need to learn how to use my voice with Matthew. I should learn how to use my voice. When I ask him nicely to take it off, he should take it off or delete it off. That means he should delete it. Matthew should have never dragged his mother into that mess. And I told him before, since day one, when we first started FaceTime, not to keep the naked pictures. He said he didn't want to erase them up. He wanted to keep them. If he keeps them, he's going to get his cell phone taken away. And then he'll lose his own privileges. And we don't want that to happen with Matthew. I don't want that to happen to him. If he doesn't want to get in trouble with the naked pictures, he should delete them off. I think he should. It's the right thing to do. If you want Maddie in this business, then you better take him off. Well, sometimes Maddie has to get into his business because that's her son. I just don't want, that's her son. And that's her job to take care of him. But I never should have dragged, what made things worse, I never should have dragged Denise in the middle of that. I really got Denise involved with it. And I can't believe I got Denise in the middle of that. I actually tattletale on his sister. That wasn't cool. I should have solved that with Maddie. I said I solved that with Denise. So that was a very wrong thing to do by dragging Denise in the middle of that. Look, good thing that Denise kept it to herself. Good thing she didn't get her son involved with it. Because Denise is the mother. That's her job to look out after Angelo. Obviously, she better not say it loud in front of her son, and then Angelo will get involved with it. I know he's too young for that kind of stuff. I'm lucky when my sister and Nina was here. Good thing they didn't hear all that. And they find out that I'm doing all that stuff with Matthew, they're not going to let me talk to him at all. But I didn't want to say it too loud from my nieces. They probably get hooked to all that stuff. You know, Oma Helen walks around naked all the time. I'm trying to convince convince Oma Helen and Maya. You can't sleep with you can't walk around naked in the house. That's how you catch cold. When you're asleep, I tell my nieces the same thing. Keep your clothes on. That's not allowed in my brother's house. It isn't. I'm trying to convince Maya and Uma you can't not sleep without any clothes or with your underwear on. The PJs has to stay on at night. I don't want my nieces getting sick. I'm twice an aunt, and I don't want them walking around without any clothes or walking around in their underwear. It's okay to do it in bed, but not around the house so neighbors can see them. Even I can't do that. I'm going to keep my PJs on. Especially late at night. I can't do that. I'm trying to convince my Uma not to do that stuff. I don't want Matthew doing that either. We can't mention sex in front of my nieces because they're too young by talking about sex. You have to wait until they're older, and then they can allow to talk about all that stuff. That's why Nina doesn't allow sex movies in their house, because my Uma's too young for that stuff.